Hey you guys! So this is going to be the talking version of these 7 kind of random items that I've gathered that make some really good sounds. 7 triggers. In the no talking version, I had my natural nails. So I debated if I should do a voiceover for the talking version so you could still hear the natural nails, or if you'd prefer me to kind of film with you, not live, but you know what I mean, a non-voice talking video without voiceover. And you guys have many times said majority of you prefer when I do it like this, so I went for the non-voiceover option with my sparkly nails, but they are my fake nails. So if you want to hear the natural nails, you can check out the no talking version. This is an Oral-B toothbrush head. It's a pack of them. There are 3 in here. My old electric toothbrush was like dying, so I grabbed this when I was in the US. The actual toothbrush, and then I got some extras. The heads you can just replace on top of the electric toothbrush. My last one I used for years, that thing. You just keep replacing whenever like you need to the head, but the base like lasts so long. I'm like having this memory of the first time I used it, and I remember feeling like my entire head was like shaking. Anyone else remember the first time using an electric toothbrush? Have you ever looked at your computer screen or your monitor, laptop, like things like that, while you're brushing your teeth with an electric toothbrush? It looks like everything's like shaking. I like the back of this. It's a really flexible plastic. I got this on Amazon. Okay, let's go to the second item. This is a little green heart that is cut out of paper that has oil stains on it. And this, I found 2 of these in my suitcase when I got back to Egypt, and I need to ask my friend if this was intentional, but I think the twins put them in my suitcase. Maybe she did it with them to like send their little hearts with me. I love them so much. It makes me tear up. Oh my gosh. Whew, okay. I just got back from a trip to France, helping my friend with her baby that came, and she has already 2 twin boys, and I love them very much. I lived with this family for 8 months, and I'm very, like, they've been my friends for so many years, even outside of that. So I'm really close with them and watched their twin boys. As most of you guys know this, I talk about them a lot, but they sent me these greasy hearts. It's so cute. And so when the baby came, I had the twins cut out hearts from lots of different coloured papers, and then we laid them like a trail from the front door to the living room of like coloured hearts, so that when my friend and my other, so I have my friend, they're both my friends, the husband and wife are both some of my closest friends, so like they're my friends. They came home with their baby, and then like they were like, oh, there's little hearts, and then I had the twins like cut up lots of pieces of coloured papers too, like confetti, and so when they got into the kind of hallway area, the twins started throwing confetti and welcoming their baby sister. Very cute. And I really like the sound of this. I have to say, with the natural nails, this was incredible. There was some magic happening with this paper and the natural nails. Third item is my deodorant. They are coming in different kinds of like packaging now, this kind of deodorant, and I like the sound of it even more than before. Just like the tiniest bit of grittiness there in the plastic. Things are starting to settle down a bit. It's been quite a whirlwind of the past 2 months for me. It's been really fun, but also like a lot at once, so I am glad to be back in Egypt. And so forgive me if you have emailed me and I have not responded yet. I am still getting to that. I'm like still just trying to get all my basic stuff done here. I had a few things I needed to get done in Egypt for living here, those sorts of things, and just catching up with the people that I love here was really important to me, because I had only lived here for 7 months when I went back to the US, and I was in the US for 3 weeks, and I had just started to feel at home here about a month and a half before I left, so I didn't want to lose that momentum of feeling at home. So I came back to Egypt in between my US and France trip for about 10 days only, just because I didn't want to be gone that long. So it is Egypt, US, Egypt, France, Egypt. There's a little kind of cap here, and it has the little secret logo in the top of the deodorant. Is it secret? Yeah. And you can see there. So that you know it's new and not used. That would be weird. Going to grab our next item It is a Ziploc baggie of Q-tips. Let's get some Ziploc bag sounds. I'd say that was a bit underwhelming. Let's see. Bit better, okay. This one has like some kind of like grip on the inside. It's hard to say why, but it does. I'm going to hold it a bit tight. So that all the air pushes into the corner here, like becomes kind of like a balloon. You guys, Ziploc bags are like gold outside of the US. Oh, I don't know, maybe not in all parts of the world, but it's lots of places I've been, gold. Even when I was in France with my friend, she had a Ziploc bag, and I like went to almost throw it away. She's like, "Whoa, wash that." I was like, "Oh, the priceless here too." She's like, "Yes." Cool. Okay. It's like you can get them, but they're not as good quality, you know. Grab some Q-tips. So these are like plastic in the center. You can kind of hear. Then of course I'm going to bring them a bit close to the mic, which is here. Thank you guys for answering my question about the tongue clicking sounds in one of the last talking videos. I loved seeing your answers. I had done a bit of tongue clicking in the video, and I asked you for the question portion of the video. At the end of the video, I often ask a question or give you a random emoji to put in the comments. And I liked seeing your yes, no, and middle answers on that. If you liked tongue clicking. I was surprised actually, majority liked it. That surprised me. I love it. I love tongue clicking in ASMR videos. Okay. Let's put this back. Okay, the next item, I'm going to go for this one. You have seen this in a video or two before. This is from IKEA. It is a water bottle, spray bottle I mean. There it goes. Love it. I just sprayed the curtains. That's fine because it's a mixture of water and vinegar, which is essentially like a glass cleaner without any chemicals. So you can use this mixture for cleaning glass. But vinegar is also great at like deodorizing, or like removing bad scents, sort of. I know that some people don't like the smell of vinegar, but it's helpful. It doesn't. The smell doesn't last long, and it's supposed to kind of be a deodorizer, sort of like a baking soda, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but lots of the cleaning channels that I watched for many years used to talk about that. I actually love the smell of vinegar. You know when you make like Easter eggs and you've got like the vinegar? I could just sit in like with the bowl of vinegar and just like smell it as if it's like, as if I'm smelling a candle. That's how much I like it. Let's spray this again. Every time when I say ooh la la with the twins, they start laughing. They think it's the funniest thing. Ooh la la. I think it's probably because their mum says it to them a lot and they find it funny. I think there was something behind that before I started saying it. Because their mum is French. She's half French. So when she says it, it sounds like really beautiful. I could just listen to a whole video, I think, of the spray sound. It's hitting my jacket, but it sounds great. One more time. Okay. The next item is a simple cardboard box. This is item number 6 if you are counting. I really want to do another donut video. There's there are Dunkin' Donuts all over Egypt, and there's one not too far from me. I'd like to do a donut video, and I also want to know what the donuts taste like there. If like they're consistent with the way they taste in the US. Because I've had other donuts in Egypt and they're not really donuts. They're not like fried bread dough. It's like more like you're eating a bread with the donut frosting kind of thing on it. Like it's almost just like a bread instead of a donut. So I want to try. There's one right next to the gym that I take my dance classes in, so maybe I can do that soon. I love the sound of this box. I've actually used it in lots of videos. It's the box that the modem, I think that's what's, it's my Wi-Fi. Is that the modem? Is that the same thing? This is not my strong suit, but it's like my little Wi-Fi thing that came in there. the nails. Okay, let's go to item number 7. I've eaten some of these since the no talking version, but they are these little sesame crackers. They are delicious. I had gotten some hummus and these crackers. And I like the sound of the tub. Let's see, I don't want them to fall over and cause a ruckus, but you see the sesame seeds. I don't know, they're not as crisp as I would want them to be though. They're oddly like soft. They taste good, but like they need to be like crackers in my head. Maybe it's not really a cracker. Anyone from Egypt want to tell me their thoughts on these? Or did I get a badge that's like not as crunchy as it should be? Okay. I just like the sound of that packaging so much. Okay, I'm going to go for an emoji this time. I haven't done one for a bit of time. So if you've made it to the end of the video with me, let's go ahead and put the little lipstick emoji in the comment section. That's it, just a little lipstick, and I'll know that you made it to the end with me. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for everything. And as always, I hope to see you in the next video.